Okay, these glasses don't work because you can't see through them. Look, why is the glare? You can literally see what I'm staring at. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm literally filming on a camera and I feel strange. Like I haven't done this in so long. I haven't just sat down and spoke. Today I thought I'd just do, hey, let's talk, you know? I am in fact getting ready to go to Billy concert, which I literally found out about last night. Oh, I'm just all spontaneous. I put on my Instagram, hey guys, ask me questions, because the whole world revolves around me. That's how I feel when I post this kind of, you have to do that in order to live your life. I don't know what I'm going on about. Anyways, I feel hella awkward. I'm literally sweating. I need to open 10 windows. It's not even cold outside, so that actually did nothing. Oh, I don't even know what train I'm getting. Let me just check that. Yeah, I thought like we just talk. I actually love talking videos. Of the time when I watch YouTube, I watch it for like background purposes. Not background purposes, but like when I'm at the gym, I like to like listen to people talk rather than listen to music, because for some reason that just makes the time go so much quicker. So I've got 3 hours. I don't know why I'm acting like I've got no time. Let's go to my Instagram and see what you people said. There was actually some really good questions, not gonna lie. And I'm quite surprised at how many people guys, okay. Literal tea, guys. Some of you have asked the most roguish questions, but like kind of tea. Guys, we're gonna get into it today as much as we can get into it today. I've just gone like bright red because of what I've just read. You'll have to stay to the end. No, I'm joking. I'm literally screenshotting that right this second. You guys are so real for that. I do have one of them invisible patches on here, but it was because I was just touching skin way too much. We're gonna start with just like, guys, I want to get right into some of the things you've asked, but I'm gonna have to start off slow, sadly. My lovely friend Eddie said goals for 2025. I actually made a, what is it called? I made, let me just clear my notification. Like, what are these called? Vision board. Fucking hell. I made a vision board because this year is going to be my year, even though we're literally more than halfway through. Don't mean to alarm anyone. If I just go through it kind of, and I can kind of tell you what I've done. Done, kind of done and doing tonight. Been to the mountains apart from I wasn't with a boy. Passed my DD singing lessons. Been on stage. Taken more control on my like Instagram and stuff. Started running. Have yet to be in an ocean, but I will be in 2 weeks. I've like almost ticked off everything, and there's just like this down here. Doesn't exist anymore. Tea. Let me just see what my sister just responded. Right, I literally said to myself I was gonna make this a short intro, and then here I am yabbering on. I know it's yapper, but yeah. I always start with my makeup first, and I think I should just do my hair because I know what I'm doing with my makeup, and then my hair, I have 5 minutes left and it's stressing me out. Goals for 2025. Basically, that's my vision board, and that's all I really want to say. To be honest, my main goal of this year was I wanted to, oh my god, what do you mean you fucking bro? I wanted to complete my like teaching qualification, and I've done that. So my life's completed this year. I don't need to do anything else. Cheer updates. Guys, if you don't know me, like cheer was a big part of my life for a couple years. I got into my final year of uni and I just couldn't do it anymore. It was getting too much. Cheer is actually such a big commitment because if you think about it, like in cheer, a stunt group is 4 people. So if one person's not there, that means 3 people can't do anything for that training. You have to be there for all your training days, and I just knew I couldn't commit to that in my final year of uni. Honestly, I wish I'd just like stayed and just done that year. Guys, I think I've just hurt my insides by doing that cough. Whoa. So I quit. Basically, the past 2 years, 2 seasons, I've not been there, but I've like still been to a couple competitions here and there because like I just love watching cheer. Like me and my sister are obsessed. This year, I decided I'm gonna try out again because Unity All Stars, where I cheer, they had like a travel team for people my age, which doesn't normally happen. Like normally they do like younger people, like under 16, under 18. You got one shot, so make it count. Like that kind of vibe. Like this is my last chance. My last chance before I'm incapable of doing a backflip ever again in my life, which will never happen because I said like if I can't flip, like kill me now. I did it and I got the team I wanted, which is so incredible. So I'll be traveling to America. That's the main reason as well, by the way. They travel to America and I've always wanted to cheer in America. Also, my sister stopped doing cheer last year and then she tried out for a team and she's going to Cheerleading Worlds, which means I'm going to Cheerleading Worlds as a watcher, literally living vicariously through her. My friend asked if the Olympics were drafted like jury duty, which sport would you most likely win gold in? It depends on how long I have to train. I feel like one's like archery and like literally what else? Golf. I feel like no matter how hard I train, like I'm just never gonna be good at them. Like it's just every day it would be something new. I could hit bullseye and the next one would not even be on the fucking thing. Like if it was like gymnastics, I feel like I could train that up purely because I used to do gymnastics when I was younger. Athletics, I feel like that's just a God-given gene. Like I feel like I'm not fast, but I'm not slow. If I trained, possibly. Thing is though, if I got drafted for the Olympics, best believe I'm training as much as I need to. I would be there for the gold. Well, I'd be there for a medal. I'd be there for a good time, but I'd be there to win. Because what do you mean I've been drafted for the Olympics? That's so cool. Also, I think that's such a good concept. The Olympics just having normal, mediocre people. But like, there would be a chance that an Olympian could get picked. I wouldn't like to do anything like boxing, or I don't even know if boxing's in the Olympics, but I just don't want my face to be here. I would genuinely surrender, so I wouldn't be getting that gold. But if you're bored of me doing my eyebrows, say I actually hate how long it takes me to do them, and they don't even look that good, and they never stay where they need to stay. I also started new acne medication, and my skin's somewhat better, but like you can't really tell because you haven't seen me in a long time, but it is better, guys. Someone said, okay, this is where we're getting into it. Is your relationship long distance? If so, any tips? So, fun fact, I have been single for about 2 months now. I am one of the, like, oh my god. To put it very short, long distance was the reason why it didn't work out. But like, my ex is a very private person, so like that's as much as I'm gonna say about it on like behalf of like both of us. But on me, any tips for long distance? I think just communication. Because you're not seeing each other every day, like that ability to just talk about your days, like letting each other know stuff. Because at some point as well, like you're gonna go to each other and be surrounded by what they're surrounded by day to day. So it's just like keeping your other half like in the loop of your life, so then when they do come and visit you or you go visit them, like it doesn't feel like, but yeah, honestly, like just communication. I cannot express to you how important that is in a long distance relationship. Both of my prior relationships have been long distance, quote unquote, at some point. I feel like it only works if you're keeping in contact, because if you're not keeping in contact, like literally what else are you living for? I know that sounds so stupid, but literally why else are you in a relationship with them if you're not talking to them? I said what I said. Someone said, by the way, there's more questions about relationships. We'll definitely talk about that again. But I think long distance is defo, like you should always try it. And if it doesn't work, choose that self-love and choose that self-respect and end it. Advice on moving abroad / traveling alone. Moving abroad, I don't know. I mean, I've lived on a cruise ship for like 3 months, but I didn't technically like move abroad. Well, actually, maybe I did. Traveling alone, I would literally say just know what you're doing. Look it up on TikTok, and the reason I say TikTok is because it's like real people and they have actual recommendations and they show you like what it's like. Just make sure it's not like an ad. But yeah, just making sure you're searching it up. Like don't book a trip to like Italy and just turn up with your suitcase and a dream, especially if you're by yourself. Like you don't want to waste your time sitting in your hotel room or hostel like by yourself trying to think of what you want to do. I'd say like go with a plan. What were some of your favorite / least favorite things about drama school at Alfie Mitchum? Oh, that isn't my least favorite thing. I'm saying he asked that question. Favorite things were the people, and my least favorite things were the people. I feel like everyone says they hate it. It's just a lot, because like you're literally putting yourself out there every single day and then getting ripped to shreds saying you're not good enough, and there's nothing you can do because it's literally like yourself. Do you know what I mean? With normal uni, if someone tells you your work is bad, you can go and rewrite it, whereas like if someone tells you you can't fucking sing, what are you meant to do? Rip your vocal cords out and steal someone else's? Like no, you can't ChatGPT that. Also, like I can't ever imagine doing a normal uni course or like having a normal 9 to 5. It's just so silly. Like none of it feels real. Like I feel like I'm just doing my favorite thing every day. Apart from if you made me like sing, then I'm not doing my favorite thing every day. My friend Bailey asked a really good question. It said, what's your favorite number of people to hang out with in a group setting? I prefer even numbers, just because then you can like always, like, if you sit down somewhere, like it's not awkward. I just prefer even numbers, but like that isn't always gonna happen. And I prefer, if it's like a group setting, between like 3 and 6. Good fun time. Like a 6 is really fun if you're trying to have a good fun time. If it's like a chill at my house, like 3 other people, I mean. But like if it's like we're gonna have a little gather, we're gonna have a little drinky poo, then like a 6, I feel like when it becomes 10, like that's becoming like, hey, we're about to party. I also do love a humble 3. I've got a better way to describe it. Look at me touching my eyebrows again when I said I was done. If it's like my friends and it's like people that I speak to on a day-to-day basis, I'm cool with like 3, 4, because I feel like I don't really mind. I could also do one-on-one time, but if this is group setting. But if it's like friends from uni and we're all meeting up, a lovely 6, I like that, because then I feel like it can never get awkward, especially if you've not seen each other in a while. A good 6 is like there's gonna be at least one person talking at all times. Love that question. In the comments, say what you think. How many people do you like hanging out with? Guys, this is where it starts talking about my exes, but we're just gonna do it because you know what, I live in a country with freedom of speech. So, and also like it's just tea in a hashtag YOLO, crash that car into a bridge, you watch, you let it burn. So someone here said, are you still friends slash in contact, loved you together and that era for you. Right, take this in parts. In contact. No, I haven't spoken to him for about 5 years. Okay, that's actually a lie. Let me try and work this out. I feel like I haven't spoken to him in 3.5 years. I think that's how long it's been, 3.5 years. But in my head, it feels way longer. Loved you together. Yeah, I feel like I was popping off in that moment. That era for me, yes, I was popping off, but like he's separate to that. When I was with him, that was when my like main growth on YouTube was, which is why I think a lot of people always bring him up, because that was when they joined. Lockdown, when I was pumping out 3 videos a week, and like he was technically in my bubble, like, you know, when lockdown was like a whole thing. I couldn't really film videos with anyone else other than me, myself, and I and him. Then also the next person said spill the tea on what happened with he was such a sweet guy. You only see like obviously about 20 minutes of what the actual relationship was. He was in fact not a sweet guy. I literally don't know anything about his life. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know who his friends are. Like I said, like as viewers, you only see like what I edit together. Me and him were definitely not compatible. It was just because we were young, dumb, broke high school kids. I don't really know what was going through my brain. Possibly nothing. I'm just like thinking, is he ever gonna watch this? Like, I don't think there's no way he would. In fact, he never watched my videos, so I'm just really hot. It's quite hot. I'm sweating also. Like, speaking about him makes me sweat. We weren't compatible. It was just like young, and I went to an all-girls school and I didn't really have like any boyfriends like outside of school other than the random guy who called me frigid in year 7. Like, yeah, fucking hope so, mate. I was 11, but don't judge you guys. Like, you do whatever you want to do. Like, I didn't really have any friends that were boys, and then I went to a mixed school in year 9, and I feel like the first guy that gave me attention, I was like bring that to me, and he knew what he was doing. I hate to break it to everyone, he knew what he was doing. Like, he had a type, and his type not chicken. He was literally like my age, but still, like, I stand with what I just said. But I really am hating on him. I really haven't given him a thought or peace of mind for a long time. I just think he wasn't helpful for my growth, let's just say that. So yeah, he seems like a sweet guy, but I feel like in my videos he just didn't really speak or think, oh, like, he's so cute. Take a step back. Anyway, the next someone's put something, and I just don't think I can say it, because like, can I say it? I can't say it. It's just too haterish, like there's just no point. But basically someone's said something and it's made me lol. Oh, I just can't. I want to tell you guys what they've said, but I just can't do it to myself. Can't do it to myself. Someone said, is there anything you regret not doing in the dance industry? I regret not going to class more, and I could literally change that myself and go to class, but it actually scares the living shits out of me. Someone said, how's your mental health at the minute? I hope you're doing well. Obviously, like, going through my breakup when it was like a mutual decision is difficult. Like, it's just a breakup in general is so hard to navigate. Like, just no matter how it ends, like, it's always gonna be pretty rough. But with my relationship, like, it was kind of dying out slowly. Like, I kind of knew it was coming, and like, when you know something like that is coming, it can like take a toll on you, because you're still sat in this relationship, meanwhile, like, you know in the back of your head, like, this isn't something that is probably gonna last that long. And it's kind of weighing up the decision of, is this worth sitting in this sadness because of the comfort of the relationship and how much I love the other person, or is it more important that I take it upon myself to pick myself? Like, obviously I'm still young, I'm 22. If you're staying in a relationship that just like makes you second guess certain things, I just think at 22 you need to pack your shit and leave in the nicest way possible. You just can't sit around and wait. Like, I'm literally 22. Your 20s is when you're supposed to be living your life, whether that be in a relationship or without, and I wasn't doing that. Like, that wasn't happening. Long story short, verbally I said I think we should break up, but like, it was kind of like I didn't really have a choice. Not because of anything bad that he did. I literally don't know how much I'm gonna even keep in of me describing like what's happened, because like I said, like, my ex is a private person, and I just want to respect the fact that there was like things obviously that he would say, but like, this is literally my channel. But yeah, like, my point of view, like, from my experience speaking on my behalf, we weren't rocking each other out. Like, we weren't on the same page. That's probably the best way to put it. We weren't on the same page. Our jobs consist of not being in the same place for a long time. This year I've seen him 5 times maybe before we broke up. Like, I'd seen him 5 times, and like 2 of them times was for like 1 day, and it just wasn't something that was working between the both of us. But yeah, we managed to stay together throughout my whole cruise. I've literally made this a conversation about my relationship when the question was literally like about my mental health. It's been okay. God, guys, I'm just gonna go back to the breakup because that's clearly what I want to speak about. It was really hard out here that first month. We kind of went no contact for like half a week, and like, I could barely do that, and I kept like trying to get more out of him, like, why don't you love me, why don't you love me, like that kind of vibe. And it's just like sometimes girls take a step back and see that they do not care for you in this moment. As much as I'm going through a breakup, like so is he. We both were just dealing with the breakup completely polar opposite. My way of going through the breakup is I wanted to talk everything through, and I wanted to like know what the fuck was going on, whereas he literally out of sight, out of mind. So like we couldn't communicate in a way that would benefit the both of us. So yeah, them first 3 weeks I was crying and a bit sad, but most of the time at night, like I kept myself so fucking busy during the day that I had like nothing else to think about. Yeah, as soon as my head hit that pillow, all the memories came running back. It got to this point about a month ago now, because I've been broken up for 2 months. The first like 3.5 weeks we were kind of like on and off talking. Called him and then like just got the vibe where I was like, I'm just sick of like pretending I'm alright, because like I was pretending I was alright to him, and I was like, this is so fucking childish. Like I used to share my life with this boy, I'm just gonna tell him how I feel. And like I basically told him how I felt, and I didn't get the response that I wanted. So then like that was kind of it for me. Like it locked, guys, I'm about to cry. It like locked within me that ain't nobody got time for this. Like I'm not gonna keep chasing someone that has literally told me step the fuck off, like get off this train and let me fucking go. So I allowed that. We kind of like there was like a little dealio, and again like it wasn't solved how I wanted, because everyone has to be on my terms. No, but like there was something, it didn't pan out the way I wanted it to pan out, or the way it should have panned out, and we haven't spoken since. Not because we hate each other, like I don't have any hate for him. Obviously like I feel anger and frustration, so like I'm like fuck that bitch, but I actually don't mean that. I'm just angry, you know what I mean? But yeah, so it's been about 2 months and I'm feeling much better now. I work in a nursery, and like you kind of don't do much thinking when you work at the nursery, because obviously like you're working with kids, like you're just teaching them like daily life skills, and especially during their nap time, like my mind used to run free. Like all I could think about was him. And like within like the last month, I'd actually say like since we've been no contact, he isn't at the front of my brain a lot of the time. Like best believe he hasn't left my brain, like he's still in there at the back, but like I'm not constantly thinking about him. There was a time where I would dream about him every fucking night, and I literally would wake up every day and be like, when is this gonna stop? Like this is awful, get out my head. I've been better. Honestly, just navigating a breakup is crazy, and like if I was brave I would repost so much shit on my TikTok, but I just save it to my collection. I don't even know what my breakup collection's called. It's not called breakup, but it's called something random, so like if I get hacked no one would know that I've got a saved breakup collection. I haven't even really wanted to message him, if I'm being honest, because the end of my relationship was kind of a bit rocky. I feel like once I got out of it and I've stopped feeling as sad about it, I kind of realized how good it is to be by yourself again. Also like all my friends are single, which never happened. Like I have my friends Eddie and Lily, who since we've met there's always been at least one of us in a relationship. Then all of my like home friends are single. Kind of all just works out. I feel like I was in such a good place, because before I met my most recent ex, like I'd been single for like a year. Wait guys, actually now that I think about it, I don't know if I was single for that long. No, I must have been single for a year. I don't think I was. I think I was single for about 9 months. Nah, I'm a fucking liar. I was single for about a year, like hitting that peak, like fine being single, and like I just can't imagine doing that again. Like I can't imagine enjoying like not having someone to live life with, but I'm gonna have to. I don't have a choice. But yeah, it's just crazy. Like I feel so old and so young. Like I saw this TikTok where it was like this was like fresh out of a breakup, and it was like aimed for the boys. I don't know why it was on my For You page. Like literally get it off. Be careful with letting your girls go, because the next person they'll be with, they'll be married and have kids with. And I thought, past year and a half, all I've pictured having a future with is my ex. So it's like having to like re-navigate like what you thought your whole life was gonna be. So weird. And I think the weirdest thing about it all is that I just don't know what he's doing with his life. Like I'm fine until I think, hold up, what's this boy doing today? Like because I just would always know what he's doing, and I don't know what he's doing. Okay, I'm literally gonna stop talking because I'm trying to be like suspicious and under the radar, and here I am spilling my life to you guys. But that's what I love to do. Okay guys, I actually don't have anything else to speak about, and I'm moving so slow. Okay guys, so basically someone asked like a really rogue question, like one that you would only be able to ask if you like knew me personally, but it was from a random account. Anyways, I went onto the account and they don't even follow me, and they only have 2 followers, and they only follow 4 people. Giving secret accounts. So I want to know who knows my life like a follower, but like commented on their private account. Like, bitch, just say it to my face. Like, I don't care. So this is really interesting. Yeah, I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's like a friend of mine, person who's like a follower who's actually just too scared to ask like on their main account. This is the updated makeup. I'm gonna put like black in my waterline. I don't even know what I'm wearing. Still need to do my hair. Fucking hell, I always forget. I just thought I'd update you the fact that this person like knows me but doesn't want to know me. What the hell? I'm done. This is my hair. I've put like little bows in. Not gonna lie, I bought them today and this one's already broke. I've got my thick plaits in. The theme tonight is camouflage. Basically, there's this Instagram page called Billie Eilish Tours, whatever, and they have like 1 million followers and they have like what you're supposed to wear. But obviously it's just like a fan project, so you don't have to. But I always said if I get tickets, I'm gonna stick to the fan project. I went to Primark looking for like other stuff and there was one camo top and I said to the woman, I was like, do you know where these are? And she was like, this is the last one. So I had to cop it. I kind of like, I wish it was plain, but beggars can't be choosers. Do you know what I mean? I had one day to sort this and I just have my jorts on like everybody else in the entire world that's gonna be there. It's giving winter though and it's literally summer, but it's kind of dark outside. But thank you so much for watching and enjoying my chat about pretty much my breakup and my life. But thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video. Goodbye, for a kiss. That kind of looked like a bum hole. Bye.